If you're a Christian and you're striving to live a life like Christ, allow God to speak to you. Allow this to convict you, not to condemn you, but to convict you. Working out has become an idol for some people. Their body itself has become an idol. Trying to get bigger biceps, trying to get abs, and for the women, trying to get a bigger glutes has now become the goal. It's no longer just about being healthy, but now it's about looking good. Let's address the issue of working out in 3 points. First point, time. The first point is time. Our time is valuable. We need to manage our time wisely and be intentional with our time. We tend to spend our time in what we value the most, in what's most important. How much time do you spend working out? How many hours a day? How many days a week? Now compare that to how much time you spend in prayer. Compare that to how much time you spend reading and studying God's Word. Compare that to how many hours and days you spend at church, volunteering at the church, or in a Bible study or serving the community. Some people will spend hours a day working out and little to no time in prayer. Hours at the gym, but little to no time reading the Word. Some people go to the gym every day and don't make any excuses. Nothing will stop them. You wake up early, you go right after work, you go late at night, you are committed to the gym, you're disciplined. But when it comes to God, we start making excuses. We say things like, I'll read tomorrow, I'll pray later, we'll go to the next Bible study, we'll go to church next week, or we'll just watch the service online. You are showing God that the gym is more important than Him, and that working out is more important than your relationship with God. Now, on the same topic of time, specifically for the ones who are married and for the ones who have kids, do you spend more time at the gym than what you do with your spouse or your children? You work every day, all week, 8 to 9 hours a day until 5 p.m., get stuck in traffic, then go to the gym for 2 hours a day. By the time you get home, all you have time to do is eat and say goodnight to your kids. If you actually take a moment to think about it, you're not spending much time with your family. Not to include all the time you spend on your phone scrolling through TikTok or watching TV. How much time are you giving back to your family? Second point, food. Most people who work out are on some type of diet or meal plan. Many people even prep their meals for the whole week. Now, doing all these things is not bad. When we do all these things, but we can never sacrifice one meal for the Lord, when our diet doesn't allow for a time of fasting, then it's time to examine our diet. Many people are on a schedule and they have to eat every couple hours. They count carbs, they count calories, they even weigh their food. There is so much emphasis on food and never abstaining from food. When we overeat, that's called gluttony. People who are lifting heavy and trying to gain muscle, according to their diet, have to eat more protein and more calories. I've personally talked to a professional bodybuilder, and this man said the worst part about bodybuilding is forcing himself to eat. He said by far that's the worst part. Eating all that food when you're not even hungry. I've personally seen people forcing themselves to finish their food just so they can reach their numbers. When you get to the point when you're overeating or forcing yourself to eat, that's called gluttony, and it's wrong. The Bible doesn't make the exception for overeating just because you're working out. Third point, why? Why do you need those big muscles? Why do you need big biceps and a big chest? Why do you need those toned thighs and a big butt? When did it become more about how you look than your own health? Your goal should be health, not looks. Our goal is to be healthy, not sexy. Men, why do you need those big muscles? So you can wear a tight shirt? So you can show off your chest and your biceps? I've seen men in church with tight shirts, and I'm like, what's the purpose of that? Are you trying to grab someone's attention? Are you trying to have women look at you and lust over you? Are you maybe trying to have men envy you or respect you? Are you doing it maybe so you could take off your shirt at the water park and at the beach to show off your body? Women, why do you need those toned legs and that big butt? You know if you wear leggings or tight clothes, you're gonna draw attention to yourself. Maybe you do it so when you're at the beach, you can show off what you've worked hard for. You might say things like, I've worked hard to look like this. I need to show off my progress. Why do you want other people looking at you other than your husband? Your body is for your husband, not for the world to see. And his body is for you, not for everyone else. It's become more about your body than being healthy, and it's led to the sin of pride. You now define yourself based on how you looked and based on the outward appearance more than your heart. but God looks at your heart. Instead of working out every day, maybe work out 1 to 3 times a week. As a matter of fact, most fitness experts say that's all you need. Maybe instead of working out 2 to 3 hours a day, maybe do 30 to 45 minutes. Think of ways to include your family. Go for a walk around the neighborhood. Go bike riding. Maybe you don't even have to go to the gym. Work out at home. Again, the purpose and the goal of working out should be our health, not looking sexy. I've heard many people say they work out because it helps with mental health. It helps with depression and anxiety. Now, that may be true, and I'm sure there's a scientific explanation for that. But do you know what else helps with depression and anxiety? Jesus, prayer, and reading His Word. God says, "Come to me, all who are tired and weary, and I will give you rest." God is the Prince of Peace. Nothing can truly give you peace like Jesus can. If you need to be delivered from anxiety and depression, don't go to the gym, go to Jesus. I want to encourage you to pray about this and ask God to help you and guide you. Many Christians will not agree with me, and many will think, man, this is overkill. But there are some of you, and you know who you are. You have a calling over your life. God has set you apart to be used for His kingdom. So be encouraged today, and God bless you.